the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused. Dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? Travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused.
Greetings, everyone. Tommy Hawksblood here, calling from the Big Island of Hawaii. I tried to get through this last week, which I didn't, so I'm going to try to continue what I had going on Saturday, and then I put it on Sunday. Sorry about that mess, but I only got halfway through a lot of this stuff, so I'm going to try to catch up everybody to where we were and go on from there. But I want to just start with a couple little things. Hawaii had an earthquake. They don't call it an earthquake anymore. They stopped doing that. They're just saying, when you look at the earthquake map, you see this kind of like triangle square, and it's showing you had a 5.4 explosion from the volcano, which is an earthquake. I don't know why not. But it changed the course of the flow. It's still pouring out, still dangerous as ever. The record number of houses already for this island was 700 taken out already. And now it's going to one of the most important areas I would call for tourists, and a school right near it. So that's supposed to be happening in the next day or two. It's not moving as fast that way. Still pouring out towards the ocean. So there's a lot going on here. When I look outside my window at nighttime, the whole back of the sky is bright red. It's scary in one way, interesting in another. But to me, anything that's destructive is not something beautiful or incredible to look at. People saying, take pictures, take pictures. I'm not into taking pictures of what's destroying many things. Oh, it's going to rebuild the planet. It looks like the moon. Somebody asked me if I took the pictures. Yeah, if you want, I can send you pictures later. Yeah, it's sad. All right, so what I want to do is, I want to say something. I don't want to be like every speaker that's out there. I don't want to be like the UFO speakers. I don't want to be like all those so-called spiritual speakers. And I'm sure I'm going to be attacked. But then again, most speakers don't have any balls. Sorry to say that. They're afraid to put their truth against somebody else's. Sure, you'll get a battle with Christians here and there and things like that. But they got nothing to back up what they say other than somebody else's words. Back up what you're saying by your proof. When you say you've been abducted, prove it. When you say you met with aliens, prove it. When you say anything, prove it in some form, some way that means it was really real to you, other than you read something and you believed it, and then you had a dream. We'll get into that as well. But again, I'm not going to be like all the other speakers because I say names, I say people, I say, okay, come in, debate me, talk to me. If you want to prove me wrong, go right ahead and try. Now, this letter, I just put it up online. I put it up on Facebook, I put it up on Twitter, and I put it up on LinkedIn. And the letter is to Neil Donald Walsh. If you don't know who he is, he wrote Conversations with God. And I actually got upset when I heard what he's doing. Okay, I looked at the article. There was multiple things about he's doing a workshop teaching women how to become. Well, here's my reply. And I hope it bothers him in a lot of ways. Sue me for what way? Because I'm telling the truth? Go right ahead. Helping women find themselves. Interesting. How do you do that? And I said, from you? Really? Women are still fighting for their own rights, yet to go to the war, go on the front line. I mean, if you want to fight to become a killer, something's wrong there. But men are trying to stop women from doing that, which they are doing now. Sex slaves. What about how women are victims to man's ego at every level? Some women are pulled back from it, but how do women dress? To please themselves or to please somebody looking at them? How do they dress? When a woman dresses sexy, is it usually for themselves or for somebody else to see it? Women are becoming programmed sex objects for men, and they always have been. Okay, I said to him, what are you going to teach them? I said, you're going to teach them about man's sick ego? Man is the one with the problem, not the women. What about the children and the women being abused, becoming sex slaves, victims? I said, what about that? And then I said, are you going to even try to talk to Muslim women? Really? Are you? People talk and then claim lots of things. I'll say I met God. I say he said something, it said something, or whatever it was, talked to me and said, okay, you're meeting the man, or whatever, the woman, or the being, the universe, whatever people want to believe and say. No, it wasn't like that. But if you experience, you will change. You will not be the person going out there telling lies, telling stories, trying to brainwash people to believe something. Women are the victims, always. I can say this, and I wrote this to him as well. I was a female in the timeline of Jesus. My closest friend was Mary Magdalene. If you read my book, The True Teachings of Jesus from God Realization, I quote, and I say, she was the most spiritual woman to ever walk the planet. Yes, there was a few other women that I consider spiritual in the Bible or working on it. Joan of Arc. And what did she get for her efforts? Killed. Nostradamus was almost killed how many times before he died? I mean, when you come out with anything pertaining to truth or reality, mankind doesn't want to hear it. Mary Magdalene traveled the world. She had an army protecting her, and that's how she survived. But she still hid out underground most of the time. Later on, it was the Knights of Templar that became the gods of Mary Magdalene's daughter. I don't know when Mary Magdalene died. I only knew her when she was alive, when she was near me. I met her daughter, but I didn't meet them ever again after that. I was high, well off in the temple and all that, but I didn't travel outside of that after she left. Now, getting back to Mr. Walsh. I wrote him a couple times. He wrote back, I'll send you my book. I'll send you my book. I said, I don't want your books. They have nothing to do with the truth, so why would I want to read it? God has nothing better to do than talk to you or anyone else. Really. And I said to him, you're going to be talking to people. And he goes, well, I'm talking to millions of people. Yeah, you're talking to millions of people. Do you realize there's millions of people everywhere, right? But there's billions of people. And I said to him, out of those billions of people on the planet, many of them will never hear your name. Whether he liked it or not, that's a different story. But that's what I wrote to him today. I put it up everywhere because I got an email from him invited me, whether he just sends it to everybody, male or female, but to all the women, blah, blah, blah. He's going to teach them how to find themselves. You know, I don't want to go into Mr. Walsh's story in life. He had the bestseller for a long time. But I deal with those people that claim that. The man who wrote, let's see, the one that was hit by lightning 2 times, Danny Brinkley, Saved by the Light. I met with him personally and challenged him to his face. And he was 3 times bigger than me, that's for sure. And I did it in front of 13 people. And it was an incredible experience for me and him. So truth has a way to find its way through the garbage. And I mean, we had a lot of battles in between after that even, but he actually said, his wife said, he really wants to talk to you. And we sat on the phone and talked for a while. Everybody has a truth. How real, how important it is depending on where it came from, what it really is, and what they're going to do about it. And I have I'm not going to say psychics aren't real. They are. But they're not as powerful as they were in Atlantis, or not even close to that. Now, if you're psychic and you're one of those ones that like to make prophecies, which I kind of did this month, but if you're going to make prophecies, are you willing to stand by it? Now, a good friend of mine, people like him and hate him, I did both for many years, prophesied about 9/11 1 year before it happened in detail. He said the UN's going to get hit, the Trade Center is going to get hit on 9/11. I don't know why he didn't go there when it was supposed to happen, whether he thought the guy he made the prophecy. I don't know what the story with that was. I mean, I wasn't thinking about 9/11 until it happened. But he made the prophecy. He was in New York City in front of 400 people when he said it, and I was there. So you make a prophecy if it was given to him, and he does his readings a different way than a lot of psychics do. He puts his hands over a map of the world and tunes to the energy of each place and things like that. I'm not saying you met with an angel and the angel told him or things like that as well. We each find ways to do things that we feel are important or important in our lives, which is the right thing to do. Yeah. 9/11 is still a big lie, how it happened, why it happened, and all that, which is sad. Even Putin asked Trump to come out and tell the truth about it. But that's a different story. I want to go back to people that I met, like Danny Brinkley and Neil Donald Walsh, these people. I met Dolores Cannon. She's a visionary dreamer. She's now dead. So I don't like to talk about her much at all because she's not around to defend herself. I did write her a bunch of things. The other one I'm trying to debate and talk to is Barbara Max Hubbard. Check out her history. Check out who funded her, how she made her money, why she's one of the oldest top visionary speakers on the planet right now. Listen to what she speaks about. It's easy.